We created this video because 80% of the questions we get on first calls are the same every time. Instead of spending your meeting going over the basics, we want you to have these answers up front. That way, when we meet, we can focus on your specific needs and make confident decisions faster.
One of the #1 questions we get is, should I price my home higher to leave room for negotiation? I get it. Years ago, it was common for sellers to list their home above market value, expecting buyers to negotiate it down. But today's buyers have instant access to online pricing data, comparable sales, and market trends. If your home is overpriced, they'll recognize it immediately and may skip over your listing entirely. There's also a psychological factor. Buyers tend to assume an overpriced property is either owned by an unrealistic seller or has hidden issues. Pricing at or even slightly below true market value creates urgency and the perception of a deal. That draws in more buyers, increases showings, and can even lead to multiple offers. The result? Often a higher final sales price and stronger terms. How do online estimates like Zillow and Redfin translate to true market value? Zillow's Zestimate and Redfin's home value estimate are built on algorithms that pull public data like square footage, lot size, tax records, and recent sales. While these tools can give a general ballpark, they can't see inside your home, and they can't account for the upgrades like that new roof, modern HVAC, or that $100,000 kitchen remodel. Because that data is automated, the margin of error can be significant, especially in areas with unique homes or limited sales. The most accurate way to determine value is to work with a real estate professional who can walk through your property, assess its condition and upgrades, and factor in local demand and current market conditions. Do I have to pay capital gains tax when I sell my home? Capital gains tax is a tax you pay on the profit from selling an asset, like a home. At the federal level, most homeowners can exclude up to $250,000 in gains if single or $500,000 if married and filing jointly, as long as you've owned and lived in the home for at least 2 of the past 5 years. Home improvements can increase your cost basis and reduce your taxable gain. State laws vary, so some states don't tax real estate gains at all, while others treat them as regular income. The safest route is to consult both a tax professional and your real estate agent before selling, so you can plan ahead.
Should I sell my home before I buy a new one? It really depends on your situation. Selling first gives you a clear budget and makes your next offer stronger since you're not waiting on your sale to close. Buying first can work if the right home comes along, but you'll want to talk with a lender about options like a bridge loan, which is a short-term loan that lets you access your equity so you can buy before your current home sells. Or be prepared to carry 2 mortgages for a while. My job is to help you weigh the pros and cons so you can move in the way that's most comfortable for you. Does the time of year I list affect sales price? Yes, but maybe not as much as people think. Spring and early summer bring out more buyers, which can create more competition, and sometimes higher offers. Fall and winter tend to be quieter, but buyers are often more serious and motivated. The truth is, homes sell all year in our market. Price, presentation, and strategy usually have more impact than the calendar. My job is to help you position your home so it shines no matter the season. How can I sell my home quickly? Selling fast comes down to a few key things: pricing it right, making it look its best, and getting the most eyes on it. A competitive price draws interest immediately. Preparation is crucial. Staging, repairs, and great photos make buyers fall in love online before they even step inside. Doing a pre-inspection can speed things up by giving buyers confidence and reducing surprises during negotiations. And finally, a strong marketing plan, from online exposure to agent networking, gets your home in front of the right people quickly.
What updates or repairs give the best return? If you're thinking about selling, focus on updates that give you the most bang for your buck. A fresh coat of paint, updated light fixtures, and strong curb appeal can make a huge impact. Kitchens and bathrooms matter too, but even small changes like new hardware or fresh caulk go a long way. The goal is to make your home feel move-in ready without overspending. How soon after close does the money hit my account? Once the sale is officially recorded, your funds are typically wired to your account the same day. Depending on your bank, they may appear within a few hours or by the next business day. Cash versus finance offers, pros and cons. A cash offer means no lender is involved. Closings are faster, there's less risk of the deal falling through, and sellers often find them more appealing. A financed offer means the buyer is getting a loan, which can take longer and involves appraisal and underwriting, but it may also allow them to offer a higher price. Both can be great, it just all depends on your priorities, speed, certainty, or price.
Do I have to pay the buyer's agent commission? You don't have to pay the buyer's agent commission. That's a big misconception, especially after the NAR lawsuit a few years ago. The truth is, commission has always been negotiable. That said, we usually recommend offering it because most buyers are already stretched, covering their down payment, closing costs, and moving expenses. They're not budgeting to also pay their own agent. If a seller isn't offering any commission, it can limit the pool of buyers who can make an offer. On the flip side, not offering commission might save you money, but it could slow your sale or reduce competition. In our market, it's usually worth keeping that door open. Do I need to stage my home? Can I leave my furniture? It depends. Every home has its own personality. Style, layout, even the neighborhood can influence whether staging makes sense. We focus on what we call aspirational living, creating a look buyers love and can picture themselves in. Sometimes we can work with your existing furniture and just edit or supplement. Other times, bringing in staging can completely transform the space. The goal is to depersonalize while still making it feel inviting. How important is professional photography? Professional photography is huge. It's the very first impression buyers get of your home. Most people start their home search online, and if your photos don't grab attention in those first few seconds, they might scroll past it. We work with one of the top real estate photography teams in the business to capture the best light, angles, and details so your home looks incredible both online and in print. Great photos can help your home sell faster and for a better price.
If you've watched this far, you're already ahead of the game. You now have answers to the most common questions sellers ask, so you can make better, faster decisions and avoid surprises. The next step is simple. Reach out to us so we can talk to you about your specific goals, timelines, and property.
From there, we'll walk you through the entire selling process. We'll keep you informed at every stage and help you get the best possible outcome for your home. We're ready when you are.